Nothing screams spring cleaning like fresh fallen snow, am I right? Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we are doing a spring cleaning video. It is a little chaotic, a little all over the place, but that is just how I work. I'm wanting my house to come out of hibernation and just kind of tackle the things that don't necessarily get cleaned on the daily or weekly at this point, maybe not even monthly. Starting out in the bathroom, my shower curtain is stained. I didn't know if it was rust, if it was coffee splatter, what was going on with it, but I desperately wanted to go ahead and give that a wash, change out the plastic liner as well, and give everything a good scrub down. I had given my daughter a bath the night before, so her toys were all over the place. This is the most random collection of toys. Some of them are like little baby toys and trinkets, and we've got a koozie, is that what you call it? One of those rubber, you saw it. It's just so random, and it makes me giggle every time. Sometimes, I don't know, right now she's in a bath phase. We went through a shower phase, now she's in a bath only phase. And I don't blame her, because the winter time, who doesn't want to bathe in warm, cozy water and then get right into bed and fall fast asleep? I can't not say this, but that line is not filth. It is just the colored spray that I use to color my grays, which right now I have a whole can in there basically because I have so many grays coming in. And I had just washed my hair in a bath. And so it leaves a little line once you wash your hair and it rinses out. So that is what that is. It is not just normal filth. I swear I wash my bathtub more often than that. I needed to make at least a medium-sized whites load, so I went ahead upstairs and I stripped my bed and got all of the whites that I could find that needed washing, so that I just feel like I never have enough whites at the same time, and so it's rare for me to do a separate load, but I did want to go ahead and try to white revive them. I used the OxiClean White Revive. The liquid, I have heard the powder is a little bit better. If you have suggestions, please let me know. I feel like our whites are always dingy. So, also, what are you guys spring cleaning? Is there something I have a list, and also I should mention this is only part one of my spring cleaning. I have a whole list of things that I want to go ahead and clean, and I am not one who can just do one room at a time. I get bored and lost, and I have to move on or cross other things off of my list. And so I kind of jump all around, all over the place, and I say, hey, if it works for you, it works for you. I'm not a type A mom, and that's just how it is. But if you have any suggestions, if I'm forgetting something on my list, although you don't know what I have on there, I don't know. I would just love to see some comments of things that maybe I am forgetting about or that desperately need a fixing. Next up on the to-do list is trying to clean these handles and hardware in my bathtub. Now, my house is over 26 years old, something like that, maybe a little bit older than that. And everything in there is original to its build. So it's just not looking as nice, even when it's cleaned. It might not look as nice as something brand new, but I really wanted to try to get in there and clean this faucet handle, which does pop off. The only problem is I was not strong enough to unscrew the screw that holds on the knob, so I really couldn't get fully in there to clean it. I will probably need a plumber or a handyman to come over and help me. I started stripping the screw and I was like, oh no, I can't do it, abandon ship. I popped off at least the front there, cleaned it the best that I could, but I am aware that it does come off if the screw is not on too tight. Eventually I will get, it replaced, and I just use soapy water to clean the cap here, and also some white distilled vinegar. I did pour it over the handle that was stuck on there just to polish and shine up things the best that I could. I've also seen baking soda being used. Well, it's not great, but it's better than it was, and so I'm happy about that. Next up, I wanted to go ahead and tackle the walls. I can't believe I stuck to the bathroom tasks as long as I did. Like I said, I get so scatterbrained and bored in specific areas, so I was happy I lasted as long as I did in the bathroom. Anyway, the walls are one of the major things that kind of get neglected, but then in the certain lighting or when you actually take a look, you realize, or at least I do, I'm like, oh my gosh, my walls are filthy. Obviously, there's humidity in the bathroom from showers and baths and everything. And so there's just, dust, fingerprints, etc. all over the doors, the baseboards, and the walls. And so I was just taking a microfiber cloth, and all I did was have it in water. I didn't even have to use any sort of special spray, and I just gave everything a wipe down, and it kind of came off really easily. I'm watching all of these clips of the dust on the rag, and I am now reminded why I woke up with a sore throat today. So if my voice sounds a little different, it is because I have issues with dust, and I should have worn a mask throughout this entire video, but I didn't want a video where I was wearing a mask the entire time, and I am regretting it. So yeah, I'm gonna sound like this probably through the rest of the video. My throat is always irritated, and I know better, but here we are. I kind of got carried away with wiping all the walls and the trim and the baseboards. So I went from area to area. I didn't go inside Sydney's playroom or upstairs or anything, but I did tackle the entryway, all of the doors in the hallway there. And then I had actually done a lot of the baseboards prior. So that is not on film, but that kind of once I like hyper focus on tasks sometimes, and I was hyper focused on that the other day. So that is where, if you can relate, drop a comment down below. Something I always forget about is wiping down the front of these cabinets where my daughter uses the bathroom to brush her teeth. And I don't know what goes on in the bathroom. It's like she's trying to brush the teeth of an alligator, apparently. So we just give things a little wipe down. Quick note, as I'm filming this, we are getting more snow. It is always that spring snow. It's like that false spring where we don't have snow for a month or a few weeks, and then we get hit with a spring snow, and it always just hurts my soul. But admittedly, I have to say, I feel like I'm doing much better this spring than I have in the years past. I'm not exactly sure of the reason, but I am keeping my blinds open, so I'm waking up to the natural light. I am taking my vitamin D. I've been doing my light therapy sort of regularly. I could definitely be better at that. But I have also kind of stopped casually having a drink here and there. I didn't do it often, but I feel like ever since the pandemic, definitely did more than when I was just prior to the pandemic. I kind of got into the routine of maybe on the weekends having a glass on Friday or Saturday, and I know that's not much to like other people, but I just stopped doing that, and I don't know, I have to wonder if that has helped. Moving on to cleaning my heat pump filters. If you guys follow on Instagram and you saw the story of me pulling these out a month and a half ago or so, and it was like a furry, thick layer of dust on these air pump filters, and I was so embarrassed and could not believe that I had forgotten about cleaning them. So now I'm regularly keeping up with cleaning them. At least once a month, I take these out and I go ahead and give them a vacuum. And now, not only is the air we are breathing a lot cleaner, my heat pump is more efficient. My electric bill went down $25 last month. I am so pleased. So if you have one of these, do not forget to regularly dust them, vacuum them, clean them, switch them out. They also have the 3M filters in there. Switch those out once in a while, and you will have the warmest, toastiest house. I was excited to cross something else off of my list, and that is the dishwasher. It's been too long since I've run a cycle with vinegar in it. Now, I do regularly clean this filter. I know that was like a viral thing a while back that some people didn't know there was a filter at the bottom of your dishwasher. If you do not know, yes, you can take that right out, give it a good rinse. It's always disgusting. At least in my house, and give that a rinse very often too. But I have noticed, there's sometimes buildup and odors, and I just feel like my dishes are not as sparkling as they once were. And so what I did was just put some white distilled vinegar in a little cup, put it at the top rack of my dishwasher, and ran a cycle without any heat drying or anything. And I just ran a load of dishes, and my dishes came out smelling totally clean and normal, sparkling. It made a huge difference. And not only that, but everything, all of the gunk around in the cracks and things just wiped off beautifully. Whereas prior I was trying to wipe it and it was just kind of like stuck on. So it just loosened all of that grime. You can also take the sprayers out. I didn't go that far today. Maybe I will in the next video. That's when I was like, okay, I think I'm done. I've done enough for today. So that is where I am leaving you. Anyway, I hope you got a little bit of motivation, and also let me know again, what else should I be deep cleaning? Of course, I'm going to be doing the coffee machine, but I actually ran out of vinegar, so I have to go purchase some more of that. And then maybe next week I will have a little bit more motivation to tackle other things on my to-do list. I'm going to go nurse my throat now, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.